If you've already subscribed, then join the tribe by clicking the bell. Get notifications every time a new video comes out.
So this one came in from Ratan Kanade on one of my social media handles. I actually can't remember which one it was, but maybe it was Facebook or it was Twitter or it was Instagram. It's FREISHIAB. That's where you can catch me and all the action that is taking place. Toughest exams in the world. Now we all know that the kind of exams that doctors and engineers sit for, yeah, those are some of the toughest exams. But when I was researching on this topic, I found some amazing exams, some that would really even shock you. And somewhere in the middle of the video, I'm also going to tell you about the toughest exam officially in the world. What's the toughest exam you've ever sat for or that you know about? Let me know in the comment section below. Imagine sitting for the kind of exam that becomes a national event where the cops are patrolling the streets making sure that it's quiet. There's an ambulance on call in case of a nervous collapse. Construction is not allowed around the examination hall. That's the kind of exam every single student in China has to sit for. It's called as the Gaokao and it is the National Higher Education Exam. So basically you have to sit for it if you want to make it to college. Now, this exam is considered to be so tough and so difficult that it's also been the subject matter for a number of filmmakers and documentaries around the world. Just look at this picture. Imagine if you had to enter an exam hall that looked like this. So we all know how easy it is to get a driving license here in India, but Finland and Denmark, those guys, they will really put you to the test. So in Finland, you have to complete at least 18 hours of driving lessons. You also have to do a night driving test and you have to know how to skid. Denmark, on the other hand, they might only ask you for 7 hours of driving lessons, but you also have to know how to drive in a figure 8, which we do in India as well. Driving forward and backwards, how to drive on a slippery road, how to drift, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it. England comes in third with the third most difficult driving test in the world. And I have to tell you this, my best friend, she was a rally driver here in India, and a couple of years back, she moved to England. She took the driving exam 3 times. She had to take it 3 times until she finally passed. And before you say anything, she was a very good driver. Some of you might have been for a wine tasting where it seems pretty simple, right? Like swirl, sip, and either you spit or swallow, whichever wine tasting you've gone for. But the person that takes you through that wine tasting, the sommelier, did you know that they actually have officially the toughest exam in the world? You would have thought like becoming a doctor or an engineer or a NASA scientist kind of entrance exam would be the toughest, but no, this is the toughest in the world. It's the Master Sommelier Diploma exam, and it basically takes you 3 years to cover this entire exam. Only 200 people have passed this exam since its inception in the UK 40 years ago. You basically have 3 years within which you have to complete this exam. An exam that gets divided into 3 parts. And within 3 years, if you haven't succeeded, then you have to start all over again. The longest examination that I could find was the Louisiana Bar exam, and it goes on for 21.5 hours. If you know anything longer than that, let me know in the comment section below. There's a number of tests that you can take around the world to become a sushi chef, but if you want to go in for like the real deal, it takes up to 20 years to become an itame. First, you start at the level of an apprentice, and you pretty much are an apprentice for 5 years and over. Then you can move on to the next level, which is of making the sushi rice. If you pass that test, then you get to be a wataki, which means you're the one that goes and gets to stand next to the cutting board. You're not operating the cutting board, but you get to stand next to the senior itame. And then, if you've passed all of these, you can become officially a sushi chef or not. If you have to Google toughest exams in the world, then you will find almost 4 to 5 exams just from India that make it to the top 10 list. These are all the exams that were on that list. And let's start with the JEE. We all know that it is one of the toughest exams that students in India sit for. Imagine this. In 2015, out of 13.5 lakh students that sat for the exam, only 1.5 lakh were eligible to make it to the next level for the advanced test. The UPSC has a number of exams that fall under their category. The IAS, well, they are supposed to have one of the least success ratios in the world. The IES exam, now, if you sit for that exam and you've actually made it through, you're one of those 400 people that has made it through, then the President of India himself will appoint the selected candidates to the Group A category. And lastly, the SCRA. It's considered to have a success ratio that's just this. So check this out. With a success ratio like this, the chances of you actually surviving and falling off a 13th floor building are more than being selected for this exam. How motivating it must be now to sit for an exam where you know that the average score is anywhere between 0 to 1 out of a total score of 120. The Putnam exam, which is a mathematics exam in America, does exactly that. So the next time you're sitting for like a geography or a history exam, don't think that you're in a very bad state, because just go through this video and you'll feel so much better about yourself. I'm going to hear from each and every one of you very soon. I'm definitely going to hear from you in the comment section below. Till then, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe and help increase the tribe. I'll catch you again soon. Ciao. If you like this video, then don't forget to check out why studying in India sucks, and of course, how studying in India could be a little better. If you have subscribed, don't forget to press that bell button so that you get a notification every time a new video comes out.